Meanwhile, on the other side of campus, we meet the male lead, Untake. He is also extremely popular and serves as the head of the school's broadcasting club. Untake is a perfectionist. He insists on doing everything flawlessly and to the highest standard. With his handsome looks and serious demeanor, he has attracted the attention of many girls. Several have even tried to join the broadcasting club just to get closer to him. Not long ago, one of the female anchors in the club, So-hyun, confessed her feelings to Untake. But Untake coldly rejected her and promptly kicked her out of the club. Now that So-hyun had been removed, the club was in urgent need of a replacement. At that moment, a student suggested Horang for the role, mainly because of her massive online following and strong presence, which made her a perfect fit. So Untake decided to approach Horang personally and invited her to join the broadcasting team. A girl had fallen asleep on the bus when a boy quietly came over to close the window. Just then, she suddenly woke up and was startled, leaning back in fear. Their eyes met for a brief moment. It turned out the boy, Untake, had called out to her several times but got no response, so he had no choice but to close the window himself. Not long after, Horang reopened the window, making it obvious that there was some tension between them. As it turns out, the day before, Untake had approached Horang to invite her to join the school's broadcasting club, but she firmly turned him down. Untake, feeling slighted by her attitude, sarcastically mocked her. Horang, not one to back down, fired back with some sharp words of her own. Their encounter ended on a sour note. The next day, Horang was resting under a tree, listening to the school broadcast. Suddenly, she heard a story that seemed to mirror her own past experiences. When she arrived for the interview, Untake remembered her rejecting his invitation and curtly told her that the interviews were already over. But another club member quickly corrected him, saying there was still time left. Reluctantly, Untake began the interview, and thanks to Horang's impressive skills, she passed with ease. Afterward, Horang asked who had submitted the story she'd heard. Untake replied that the submission was anonymous and had to remain confidential. On her first official day at the club, Horang arrived late. For Untake, who is strict and punctual, this was unacceptable. He told her to leave the club immediately. But Horang, determined to uncover the identity of the person behind the broadcast story, swallowed her pride and sincerely apologized, promising never to be late again. Untake agreed to let her stay but punished her by assigning her cleaning duties. A nearby classmate was puzzled, wondering why Horang would choose the broadcasting club, where she had to do chores, when she could have easily joined another club where she wouldn't have to lift a finger. Horang, who had never cleaned before in her life, played music and absent-mindedly drew circles on the floor while mopping. Just then, Untake walked in, and Horang accidentally spilled water on his shoes.